Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Tales of Arise. Last episode we actually pretty much discovered the whole forest. We figured out that the Lord was not there and they may have gotten bad intel. We went back to Nias, and actually the guy who told us about it actually realized that their leader pretty much gave him the fake intel to pretty much lead Alpin's group astray while they actually went after the Lord. So they did capture her, and then we were waiting until pretty much when they could gather pretty much everybody in the town. Ultimately, that's actually what she wanted, due to, I guess, like, the fruit that was actually from Dalhim's realm. And everyone pretty much just became nothing like water. And pretty much they're all dead. Then she actually was the one, I guess, that destroyed pretty much Runwell's clan. Thanins are able to use astral arts. So she did try to kill her, but of course Law got away and didn't want her to do that due to she had the same facial expression of hatred like the other townsmen had. So she ended up summoning some beast thing, and we had to kill it. And basically, we talked to the remaining townsfolk here, and they basically said that she did had another fortress, which is going to be over by the Aden area. So that's where we're going to be going next, because we are going to be pretty much heading to like a wharf. So, what we're gonna do, I already rested up. Fast travel to the hills.
Looks like we made it here in one piece.
If I'm not mistaken, it actually should be the west exit of this map.
Let's see what you've got.
No escape!
Eat this!
Where are you going?
Not
on my watch!
Soaring blast!
These ones can run rings around us!
Burn in hell!
Mega ray!
Can't get out of this! Elusive deity! Rotating fire! I'll run you through!
Easy ensnaring to me.
Yeah! And pummeling to me! I'm carved through armor! Elusive deity!
You're mine!
Rotating fire!
I'm not done! I'm all
Blow away! Begin!
It's over!
Talon
You're
hurricane!
mine!
I'll blind you with a shot!
Take this!
Nice. No scratches on my shield or my armor.
Out of our way!
Resonate with the earth!
Rising Wyvern! Here!
I'm not done!
Here I go! You're mine!
I'm on it! You're
Airborne
mine!
beast!
You're finished!
My specialty!
Here I come! Rising Wyvern!
Blind
freak! Why can't they just sit still?
Sion, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done.
Take this!
Here!
I'm ready!
River! Astral energy!
Say no more! Resonate with the
And
earth!
again! Radiant light!
Burn!
Here!
First strike!
Do it!
Rise
Take
over me!
this!
In an instant! Impact block!
Our work is done here.
See, I don't think I've done my skill panel for a while.
Let's move.
I'm right behind you, Shion. Gotta break through! Here I come! With the
Where are you going?
It's over! Rising Wyvern! Take it!
Reload!
You're mine!
Your reflexes will not serve you well
Carve
here.
through armor! Eat this! You're mine! You got flyers!
I've got this! Let a marksman handle it!
All yours! Rising Wyvern! I'm on it! Too fast!
Stand back. I'll trip it up.
If it's in the sky, it's mine!
Hurricane!
Do it!
This!
Annihilation! Back into the fray! Let's keep our eyes on the prize.
Right, here goes! You're mine! It's over! Eat this!
Not in your dreams! Throw the shield!
Elusive deity! You picked the wrong fight! Eat here I come! You're with the earth! You're finished! Do it! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
There! Got
Not a
it.
chance!
It's
Now
over.
or never. A comfortable win.
Gotta break through! Strike!
Annihilation!
Can't get out of this!
That's enough!
Mega Ray!
Elusive deity!
It's a duel of the arts!
Here I come!
Pesky airborne scoundrel!
Sounds like a job for you truly! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished! An astral art?
That's my cue!
Here!
Shut
Shut him down!
There!
You're mine! Rising Wyvern!
Do
You're
it!
mine!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Small, but a victory nonetheless.
We have a long way yet to go.
You guys want to rest here?
Get lost!
Here I come! Rising Wyvern! I'm on it!
Reload!
It's on!
I'm not so good with airborne targets.
Do it! Totally! In an instant! Impact block!
Radiant Pierce!
I'm on it! Take this!
I'm
The
out.
enemy will are good.
We'll soon see about that. Any injuries? I think Hoodle senses an owl around here.
Let's just head to the dead end first.
Gotta break through! Take this!
Where are you going?
Eat this! No escape! You're mine! Elusive deity! You're mine! Rising Wyvern! Take this!
Into the shadows! Mega Ray! Annihilation!
I'm not done! No further! I'm on it!
Field!
You're mine! It's over!
Eat this!
Leave the ensnaring to me.
In an instant! Impact block! I'm on it! Then go on you! Here it's time! You picked the wrong fight!
Barely a blip on our radar.
Make sure to go ahead and pick that plant up.
I see plenty of ruins around here, too. It must have been a big town bustling with people back in the day.
For crown contest participants, places such as these are but vectors for the astral energy they pursue.
An
Similar
orange
to
shell
that
here to
windmill,
pick up.
for instance.
It'll be a breeze! Get in, get out!
Not on my watch!
Denied!
Radiant? It's like trying to keep up with a wolf!
You're mine! Rising Wyvern! Too fast!
Stand back. I'll trip it out.
Swallow blade! Lightning Lusher!
Do it!
Shot!
Get toasty!
Bird strike!
Let's keep our eyes on the prize.
Drop in the well. For a chest. Looks like an ice cream recipe.
It'll be a breeze! Get in, get out! Now you see what I can do! You're mine! Live this one's all this!
Leave the agile ones to me.
I'll run you through! We got flyers! Kisara! Commander of Heaven! Phoenix Cyclone! You're mine!
I'm ready!
Annihilation! Mega Ray!
Slash!
Annihilation!
It's over! Onward and upward.
I see it. to go from the other side. There we go.
You're saying we should check the owl forest?
Looks like there's a chest down the ladder. Check for a fishing lure.
Do you think this is one of the places where the Dark Wings and Almadria fought?
I wouldn't be so sure. This place appears more ravaged by time than combat. Even if there are signs of destruction, it would likely have taken place during the Great Conquest of 300 years prior.
And ever since, it's been a breeding ground for Zeugles, I guess.
Like there's an orange gel by the building.
Get lost!
Crush! You're mine! You're finished! First resonate with the earth! Talon Hurricane! Can't get out of this!
Reload!
Elusive deity! Here I come!
Pesky airborne scoundrels!
Sounds like a job for yours truly!
Anything in armor! Elusive deity!
Do it! Our work is done here. Let's move.
I'm right behind you, Shion.
Peach gel. Let's just use the one I have.
Be a breeze. Get in, get out. Rising River! Take this! First strike! Not today!
Do it!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Here I go. One more.
My turn! Flying freaks! Let me just sit still! Shion, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done.
Nice. No scratches on my shield or my armor.
you!
Here I come!
I'm ready! Steering fire! Reload!
Elusive
Is it cool? Time to get out of the way.
Resonate with the earth! Its armor's too strong!
Charge like that could
Be
easily
my
be fatal.
guest!
Just as well, I'm here to stop.
I'll smash you!
Elusive deity! First strike! I'm ready! Double me! In an instant! Impact block! First strike! You're mine! Rising Wyvern! Not so fast! Here I come! No further!
Annihilation!
Take this!
Mega
It's
ray!
over!
Do it!
Still!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Any injuries?
There's a fishing spot there if you want to fish.
You guys want to rest here?
There's a chest here too. Go Joe.
I hope we manage to catch Almadria soon.
I hope so too. Before she can cause any more havoc.
You okay, Rinwell?
Oh, yeah.
Don't push yourself too hard now, okay?
Okay. Thanks. Oh, Hootle. I don't know what to do.
This should definitely keep you guys full.
Kisara, let's talk for a bit. Maintaining your shield? It's becoming a familiar sight.
Miguel was the one who taught me how to maintain my equipment after I first joined the Guard. Now, it's just a part of my routine.
Your brother always seems to come up whenever I talk to you.
That's because we had no other relatives, so it was just the two of us growing up. He was my idol, the one I looked up to and wanted to be like. When I became a guardsman, Lagiel wasn't too pleased to see me at first. It was Miguel who really welcomed me aboard.
Lagiel? Oh, right. She was Miguel's second in the Gold Dust Cats, wasn't she?
That's right. She's always been a very critical and down-to-earth person. In other words, the complete opposite of a dreamer like me.
You're more an idealist than some pie-in-the-sky dreamer.
Even so, that's my brother's doing. He'd never let me stop seeing a brighter world. He always did what he could to keep me smiling and happy.
You must have meant a lot to him.
He wasn't just kind either. He always worked so hard to set an example for me and everyone else around him. He was a true big brother. So much so that when he thought I was asleep, he'd slip out of the house to go training on the outskirts of town.
You seem to know a lot about it.
That's because I only pretended to be asleep and would follow after him. You know what? I'm at a good stopping point with my shield. If you've got time, how about I tell you a couple more Miguel stories?
I guess I'd better get comfortable.
I'll take watch tonight. It's okay. Before we go, do you guys have everything?
Dispose of the trash.
Annihilation!
Mega Ray! Hurricane!
Take this! You're finished!
Radiant Light!
Rise and right!
Their hide is thick as armor. Where are you going?
I can carve through armor!
Far enough!
Seismic rupture!
Do it!
Look sharp! Lightning tiger blade!
There! One more!
You're mine! Rising Wyvern! This one's all mine!
Here goes! Confiscated!
Eat this! Here I come!
Talon Hurricane!
How I get you hear it now? Take this!
Here I go!
Rising Wyvern!
Doesn't
Talon Hurricane! You're mine! Rising Wyvern! Look sharp! Lightning tiger blade!
Well then, let's keep moving. Let's dispose of the trash.
Rising Wyvern!
I can carve through armor!
Here
I'm
I
on
go!
it!
You're mine!
I'm not done! You're finished!
Talon Hurricane!
Here I come! Swallow blade! It's over! Long! Blow them away! Not again! You're on!
Nothing
I'm
gets
ready!
by me.
Blow them away!
Small, but a victory nonetheless.
We have a long way yet to go.
It'll be a breeze. Get in, get out.
Rising Wyvern!
Can't get out of this.
It's on!
I'm ready.
House it!
Long! Look sharp! Lightning tiger blade!
Let's keep our eyes on the prize. Here goes!
Take this!
Mine.
Eat this!
Annihilation! Watch it!
You're mine!
Where are you going? Not in your dreams!
You're mine!
Look here!
You're finished!
Radiant Light!
Here I come!
Now you see what I can do. Eat this.
I'm not done!
Talon Storm. Can you take it? Talon
You're ready!
Hurricane!
Remove!
Astral Energy!
Say no more! Onward and upward.
No backing down.
You're mine!
Mega Ray!
Eat this. Elusive
Rising Wyvern! You're mine! Rising
I'm all
Wyvern!
stuffed up!
Strike!
Mega Ray!
It's over!
Denied!
In a vine?
Ignite! Here I come!
Don't get complacent.
Alright, I think we're ready to head over to the wharf. Looks like I picked up everything.
A dead end?
No, there's an elevator. Looks operational.
I can't believe there's actually an underground harbor here. There are even boats docked.
I only see Danans. Think they were forced to work here?
Probably. Let's see what they have to share about Almadria.
Some flatfish. Looks like a chest over here. Some heavy treat. Some mackerel.
You didn't happen to see a lord come by, did you?
Sorry, friend, but she just left. Came by with a whole posse of underlings, boarded her ship, and took off at first wind. We damn near got blown away. She was that much in a hurry.
Damn! So we missed her!
You guys trying to go after her? Need a ride?
Are you saying you know how to steer a ship?
Spent most of my life chained to the deck of some ship or other. Yeah, I know my jib from my boom.
We don't know how dangerous it'll be. Better you give us the boat and stay on solid ground.
Whoa there! You been out on the water before? The sea ain't nobody's friend, you know. You need a sea dog like me or you'll sink her before she makes it out the harbor.
We're losing time. Sir, we're in your debt.
Now that's more like it. Name's Mahavar. Just give me a holler when you're all set and we'll set sail. This is like a dream come true. Never gotten to captain a ship before. never would have thought I'd get a chance like this. Thank you, y'all.
The pleasure's all ours. Think we'll catch up to her?
Of course we will. They got too much weight on them. Meanwhile, this ship's carrying nothing but us salty scalawags. They got a good head start on us, but we can take them.
Do you know if there are any Danans on that ship?
Couldn't say for sure. On the one hand, seeing as it's supposed to be something of another castle, I'd reckon they probably wouldn't let a bunch of Danans on board. On the other hand, I'd be real surprised if the Renans were able to pilot that thing all by themselves. In any case, it's gonna be a while before we reach her. Till then, you're all free to do whatever. Just don't fall in the ocean.
I know Mahavar said we could take it easy, but there's not exactly a lot to do on this boat. I guess I'll check in on everyone and see how they're holding up.
I took a look around inside the ship just in case, but I didn't find anything that looked like it might be suspicious.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
You know, it wasn't until I left Calaglia that I finally realized just how big the world is.
When we tore down the wall in Calaglia, and I could finally see the horizon in the far-off distance, I had the exact same thought.
Yeah, somehow the sea is different though. I'm not sure just how to put it. It's almost as if it just goes on forever. I bet my old man would have been blown away by this view.
Yeah.
Ever since he died, I've been thinking about what it was that he was really trying to say to me at the end. I keep going over his words again and again. And heck, maybe I'm just overthinking it all. But still, sometimes I wonder if it could have turned out differently. If there was something I could have done. But no matter how much I play it back, I'm still no closer to finding any answers. And then there's everything with Rinwell. I stopped her from killing Almadria, but was that really the right thing to do? Or did I just end up making things harder for her? I feel like such a screw-up.
You're not the only one. I keep asking myself what Zephyr would have done had he been here. Like I think, how would Zephyr have handled Rinwell?
Yeah, I think he definitely would have stopped her. No doubt about it.
And that's exactly what you did, Law. I think he'd be really proud of you.
Alphen.
Zephyr's not the worst yardstick to measure ourselves against. Let's both do our best to make him proud.
Sounds like a deal. Thanks, Alphen.
Hold that pose long enough and someone might just come along and paint you.
Any artist who'd see fit to paint me needs their eyes tested.
What can you tell me about Almadria?
Not as much as you'd probably wish. I only ended up crossing paths with her a handful of times, after I was chosen to be a lord on Lenegis.
Ah, right. I almost forgot about Lenegis. How much do you think they know about what's been going on down here?
It's safe to assume they know everything, though I know not why they choose to remain uninvolved. Perhaps they see what's been happening as just part of the ongoing crown contest.
Even what Almadria did? Has it really reached the point where her actions are seen as normal?
Not to my knowledge, no. At its core, the crown contest is a competition to see who can amass the most astral energy. And to amass such energy, slaves are needed to collect it from. It's therefore against the Lord's interest to kill them.
So then why would Almadria do something like that?
We must remember that time is running out in the crown contest. Perhaps her hand was forced, so to speak. It is a way to accrue astral energy faster and in larger quantities than through slave labor. Doing so kills off that labor force, obviously, but it is a means to an end nonetheless. No one could have foreseen that something like the Hollowing would arise back when the contest was first conceived.
Is becoming the Sovereign of Rena really that important to the Lords?
Of course. It's the greatest prize one can attain in their eyes. In that respect, at least, I'm really not that surprised that Almadria resorted to what she did, as utterly despicable as it is.
It's reassuring to hear you feel the same way I do.
I worry that the only reason I never did anything similar in Menancia was due to my lack of ambition.
If you didn't want to be reminded of your past, you could have just plugged your ears.
You think too highly of me. I'm afraid I must respectfully disagree. I'm not nearly as virtuous of a person as you might wish to believe.
If that's so, would you have been so shaken up when Kisara lost her brother? Why else would you turn your back on your own kind and choose to fight for Miguel's dream? Aren't we just Danans?
A curious choice of words. Did what you see in Mahag Sar hit you that hard?
What Deadheim did to that city, he didn't liberate anyone. Anyone who refused to follow him was an enemy in his eyes. 300 years of Renan rule taught him nothing.
What I have come to understand is that the conflict extends beyond Danan versus Renan. There is an internal quarrel as well. I mean to bring about a true, lasting coexistence in Menancia. But there are more walls we must topple first.
And you don't think you can pull it off?
Well, you seem to think you can, at least.
Does that make us enemies?
Insofar as an exchange of swordplay, no, it doesn't.
Not good enough for you?
Are you really... Forgive me. I will continue to fight by your side a while longer. That much I have decided.
You don't look so good. You all right?
The floor. It keeps moving. How can you stand it? How can you even stand?
I'm not the best person to ask about discomfort. I can't feel pain, remember?
I still can't believe what happened in Niez. Even now. As a lord, my expectations for Almadria were already pretty low. But the way she treated human lives like they're mere playthings.
Yeah. And it wasn't as if the situation in Niez was improving much to begin with.
You mean Deadheim?
The whole reason I started fighting back was because of my anger at the atrocities of Renan rule. Back then, all I had to worry about was fighting the Renans for the sake of the Danans. But then I met Shion and the people of Menancia, and things became a lot more complicated. It's even messier now that we have to worry about Danans like Deadheim.
It used to be that the Danans were the ones in the right, and the Renans were the ones in the wrong. Though, maybe that was just a biased perspective from being on the side of the oppressed.
Exactly. I'll never tolerate the Renans ruling over us. But nothing ever ends up being as black and white as you'd expect it to be either. That's clear to me now.
That said, even putting aside bad apples like Deadheim for a moment, you may be able to free the Danan people, but that won't undo 300 years of oppression. It'll be hard for them to not give in to their resentment. I think maybe that's why I clung to our dream so hard back in Menancia.
Even if his motivations weren't pure, Dohalim has a good heart. He didn't sink to the depths Almadria did.
You don't understand. I'm saying that it goes deeper than that. This hierarchy we live in, it's not solely something the Renans invented. I remember a story Rinwell once told me. She said before the Renans invaded, we Danans had our own class system. We are the ones who divided ourselves. I saw it in Deadheim's eyes. He wanted to rule over others.
To hear Bayfon tell it, Deadheim wasn't always that way.
But as time went on, and he and the Darkwings fought the Renans, he eventually changed. I guess what I'm getting at is, if we defeat the Renans but just go back to the way things were before, was there even any point in fighting?
But that world isn't the one you want to create, right?
Maybe not. But to tell you the truth, these days I'm not so sure that dream is even possible.
You have your promise to Miguel, though. Your home and the people of Menancia are depending on you.
I know. My brother. He truly believed in his dream of coexistence. And I suppose even now, many people still do. And then, there's you.
Who, me?
You and Shion.
I'm not sure I follow.
Okay, then let me spell it out for you. How many other Renans and Danans do you know that get on as spectacularly as the two of you?
I don't know that I'd say spectacularly.
Well, I suppose it's really all a matter of how you look at it, isn't it?
I really don't see what you're getting.
I think I'm getting seasick again. Sorry. Can you just give me a wide berth for a few minutes?
Do you think Law is okay?
If you're worried, why don't you ask him yourself?
Yeah. I think maybe I should apologize to him too. I should apologize to all of you, really.
Us too?
Well, I was kinda lying to you all this whole time. I was blind to everything except my own revenge. I never even considered the struggles all of you might be facing.
We all have things we'd prefer to keep to ourselves, Rinwell. So what if you had something to hide? It doesn't undo the good that you've done, or the people that you've helped save along the way.
But that's not what I mean.
I know. You're talking about Almadria, right?
Yeah. I hate her, Alphen. I can't stop hating her. Even just thinking about her makes my head feel like it's going to explode. But it's not just her. I think about the way Law looked at me. I hated the Lord who killed my parents. And I hated the Renans I had to travel alongside. And yet, Cislodia's Danans backstab each other like it's a normal way of life. And Mahag Sar has people like Deadime. But then there are people like Law and Shion. It's all just too much. I don't know what to think anymore.
Law never said that you had to forgive Almadria. It's only natural you would hate your family's murderer. But
But what?
Law left home because of how much he hated his father. As a result of that, well, I think Law spent a lot of time thinking about how they never got to make things right. And if I had to guess, killing Ganabel didn't make any of those feelings go away. Law let revenge fuel him, and I think now he's afraid you'll do something you'll regret.
Afraid?
Whatever happens to Almadria when this is all over is up to you. I'll respect whatever choice you make. Just think it over carefully for me, okay? You still have time.
Okay. Thanks, Alphen. Say, back then, after the fight, I think I really made Shion mad. I don't know, though. Maybe it just looked that way. But I guess I just can't seem to understand how she feels. Do you know why she gets like that?
Shion's... She can be a tough nut to crack. She doesn't really talk a whole lot about herself.
It's just what she said about hate being a source of strength. Where did that come from? I wonder how it feels, not being able to hold another person's hand.
me much further, you'll go overboard. Keeping an eye out for Almadria's ship?
I'm looking at the ocean.
The ocean?
Yeah. The waves. They help me think. This world is filled with natural wonders. The icy air and white peaks of Cyslodia, the lush green glades of Menancia, the harsh wastes of Calaglia. But Menancia has its Lake of Death, and Nias its ruins. And they wouldn't be there if it weren't for that contest.
Say we actually managed to put a stop to the crown contest for good. What do you think will happen between the Danans and the Renans then?
You first.
Well, I want to believe that the coexistence we saw in Menancia can happen elsewhere, too. It's insane for all of us to keep fighting. If Menancia can do it, so can everyone else.
Yeah, I think that would be good too. A world where everyone can get along. At least, that's what I've come to believe.
You sure have changed.
I can't lie to you. Since I was young, I've looked down on the Danans too. But I've seen a lot. And I see things differently now. I've seen so many ugly and terrible things in this world. And yet, they didn't come from just the Danans. And the good things too. They didn't come from just the Renans. Kindness and cruelty exist on both sides. A person's race doesn't factor into it. So, I guess you're right after all, Alphen. I have changed. You know, I've never actually touched another person like this.
Shion.
Ever since I was on Lenegis, I've always been alone. Even after I came to Dana. Always.
And now?
Do you still not remember your past?
No. Sometimes it feels like I can almost remember. But then this mask stops me.
The mask keeps you from remembering why you have the mask in the first place. It's a little ironic, isn't it?
A little. Well, it won't be long now before you're rid of those thorns, you know? Only 2 lords remain. And once you have their master course, you'll be able to create the Renis Alma, right? Then you can... Shion?
Sorry, it's nothing. Promise. You're right, though. It'll all be over soon. I never could have made it this far on my own. I have everyone to thank for that. Including... especially you, Alphen.
Don't worry about it. We're friends, after all.
Yeah, we are.
Wonder how much longer it's going to be before we catch up to Almadria. I'll ask Mahavar.
Look who's up! Good timing. We're closing in on her stern as we speak.
That's the ship? She's huge. Law, go gather the others, will you? Think you'll be able to flank them without getting spotted?
Yeah, with the fog as our ally, I think I might just pull it off. Long as we ain't too noisy, we should be okay.
What'll you do if they catch on to us?
Not much I can do. Ship that size, they'll probably blow us to bits before we ready cannons.
Persistent little things. Evidently, I shouldn't have spared the wretched vermin. Hungry already, my dear? Worry not, for you shall have plenty to feast upon shortly.
Perfect. You managed to get us right up beside them.
I'll stay with the ship so we can leave as soon as you're done.
Good. Then let's find Almadria.
Shion, I want to thank you.
What brought this on?
What you said helped to calm me.
Don't mention it.
Now that's what I call a ship!
Yeah. The biggest one in all of Mahag-Sar. So big that it took years to construct.
For all we know, Kelzelik may well have been smuggling materials to help build it. In which case it would be yet another mistake on my part.
We don't know that she was only getting materials from Menancia.
You think it's possible that they might have come from elsewhere too? Yeah, I guess I could see it.
But what do you think Almadria plans to do from here on out, now that she's abandoned her realm and sailed out to sea?
She'll be filling her coffers with gold, most likely. Then she'll sit back and enjoy the show as the other lords duke it out. Or something to that effect, at least.
I wouldn't put it past her.
She's strong, yet shrewd, and will stoop to any low. A dangerous one indeed.
She's not the first, and she won't be the last. This is a lord we're talking about, remember?
Sounds like you've made up your mind already.
There was never anything to decide. No one who can smile like that while doing what she did deserves to roam free.
Yeah, you're right.
This might not be the best time, but if you have a minute. That mask of yours, it was shattered by a blow from Balsef when you fought back in Calaglia, correct?
Yeah, thanks for the reminder. I thought I was a goner.
Balsef's brute strength was in a league all its own. Yet half the mask remains. It's remarkably durable. Too durable to be Danon in origin.
Shion said the same thing. As if the fact I was wearing it meant there had to be more to me than met the eye.
You recalled your name when the mask broke, I hear.
Yeah, that's right. Although to tell you the truth, I'm a little scared what might happen when I lose the remaining half. Then again, the idea of not doing something because I'm afraid scares me even more. That's why I go on fighting.
Only he who first faces the night catches a glimpse of the dawn.
Come again?
It's nothing. Forget I said anything.
Alright, I'm gonna end the episode here. Next episode, obviously, we'll be going to the fortress. Other than that, comment, if you don't help me, please like and subscribe and post any videos every day. Other than that, thank you for watching and I'll see you next time.